Okay, it is NFL Draft Day. Um, so do a little preview. Not a mock. I think mock drafts are a plague on this world. I think they are the worst thing ever. Um, but just some general thoughts about you know what I think the Vikings might do or hope they do. Of course, you got the two first round picks. I'm very much in the group of that says best player available, at least in the early rounds, unless it's absolutely not a need. So we don't need a quarterback, and no, we don't need a quarterback. Um, don't need a running back. Don't need a tight end. Um, and obviously, you're not taking like a kicker. So those positions are out. Anything else, the first round, if it's the best player there, I'm good with it. I think the top three needs, obviously, are in no particular order: wide receiver, offensive line, which is the evergreen need, and cornerback. Secondary and overall, but um, it sounds more and more like we're going to keep Anthony Harris, so we probably won't need a safety. Um, but cornerback definitely. So those are, the odds are pretty good that at 22 and 25, if they stay there, they're going to get a best player available type in both. So, um, so if that's cornerback, wide receiver, fine. If it's cornerback, tackle, fine. If it's, um, even if it's like cornerback and there's a really good linebacker or pass rusher there, that's cool too. Um, you know, and then as the draft goes on, it's a little more of a you could just draft for need, but you don't want to pass up a best player available type either. Um, I I think they need to get for sure out of this draft one cornerback who's probably going to start right away, and they probably need for sure at least one wide receiver who's probably going to be at least have a chance to be a starter right away, and they need obviously at least one lineman. So they have the picks to do it. They have 6 in the first 4 rounds as of now. Um, so you should get, you're not going to hit on all 6. I mean, Spielman's good, but you're not going to hit on all 6. It's very unlikely unless they have a 2015 type of draft again, which, I mean, with the draft capital they have, if they have a 2015 type of draft, when they got Diggs and Hunter and Kendricks and Waynes, if they have that kind of draft again, they're going to the Super Bowl because they're going to be stacked. But yeah, I would say, of those like first 6 picks, you got to hit on 3. You got to hit 3 home runs there, and I'm fairly confident that they will. Um, so beyond those picks, I think just my opinion, I would focus very much on depth in the secondary and depth at offensive line. They seem to have some young guys from previous drafts that they like. They seem to like a couple of the more project linemen they took in previous years. So we'll see. Let's see what else. But yeah, I would be pretty shocked if they took any young quarterback, before say the 5th or 6th round. Maybe they take a developmental guy at the back end of the draft. I mean, I'd take Jalen Hurts if he's there. I mean, and I'm a Cousins guy, but I mean, like, Hurts is probably the guy who, in the middle rounds, if he's there, it might be worth a shot. I don't think you bother with running back because you can get running backs, and even if they were to do something with Cook, you've got running backs now. Obviously tight end, you're good. You got Rudolph and Smith. Um, but you know, linebacker maybe is a need. So, but we'll see. There's always a couple of kind of surprises. I mean, I don't that won't draft a kicker. I will bet a significant sum of money that Rick Spielman will never again draft a kicker. And we got Bailey back, so we're good. But yeah, in general, so I don't have names. I mean, I have played around with the little mock draft simulator a few times, and it's fun to do. But they're just names and positions in schools. You don't know any of them unless they're Gophers. And I do hope that I would love it if they got Winfield and Tyler Johnson, both really. But yeah, I think if they hit on this draft, that could be the difference between the Vikings maybe being right back in the Super Bowl discussion, or maybe just kind of being kind of like a second tier playoff team, because I don't see them necessarily as right at this moment being a sure bet Super Bowl team unless they upgrade in a big way in the secondary and offensive line. So we will see. I trust Spielman, and he's hit more often than he hasn't. So, but yeah, we will see what happens. I look forward to all the rational takes from all the Vikings fans who will be angry as hell that they didn't take the player that they wanted. So yeah, we'll see. I trust Spielman. I think he will do a good job, and maybe we'll do a little reaction video to the picks later.